Today's commencement speaker, Paul Maass, understands what it means to turn a page and start a new chapter. Paul's journey began right here in the Midwest. He was raised on a farm in Polina, Iowa, earned his undergraduate degree in agricultural business, and after graduation, started working as a commodity merchandiser for ConAgra. During his 27-year tenure at ConAgra, Paul took on various leadership roles and became president of ConAgra's foods, commercial foods, and private brands. In 2016, Maass was named as the first outside CEO at Scoular, a 130-year-old, $10 billion global company that provides supply chain solutions in the grain, feed, food, ingredient, and biofuels industries through more than 100 facilities and locations around the world. I've witnessed Paul's drive and determination firsthand, and I know how much he cares about creating value in people and organizations. I'm looking forward to hearing his message to you this morning. Please help me welcome Paul Maass.
Congratulations, and how about a big round of applause for our graduates today? Welcome and congratulations to the nearly 500 leaders and innovators who are graduating from Bellevue University today. Thank you for inviting me to share this special day with you and your family and friends, professors, and others who have supported you throughout your college education journey. I'm honored to celebrate your commencement ceremony with you. When President Hawkins called to ask if I could join you today, my first question was, "Are you sure?" Telling her that I knew there were far more dynamic speakers than myself to choose from, but she confirmed she'd be pleased if I said yes. I quickly shifted, explaining how honored I am to be asked. However, I did feel like we had one more hurdle to overcome before this decision was final. I felt obligated to share that I have indeed given a commencement speech before, and the outcome caused quite a stir with significant press coverage. My prior speech was 36 years ago. As a graduating student, I was senior class president at Iowa State University, and one of the responsibilities included giving the commencement speech. As I wrapped up my comments on that wonderful day, I popped the question. I proposed to my wife, Julie, which took her and the entire crowd by surprise, including her. Fortunately, she said yes, and she continues to be the love of my life today. So I had to promise President Hawkins that I would not be shocking this crowd with any shenanigans like I did back in '88. As introduced, I am Paul Maass, CEO at Scoular, a global privately held company headquartered in Omaha, Nebraska. We provide safe, reliable, and innovative supply chain solutions to our feed, food, and energy customers around the globe. We have 1,500 employees with annual sales of over $10 billion, placing us among the top 50 largest privately held companies in the United States. I was raised on a farm near Polina, Iowa, the youngest of 6 children in 6 years. My high school graduating class had 28 students. And while I have fond memories of the farm in that small town, I have truly enjoyed making Omaha our home for 33 of the past 35 years and living in such a wonderful community. Scoular is proud to be a longtime supporter of Bellevue University. In fact, our modern day founder, Marshall Faith, who is celebrating his 95th birthday next week, was a member of this university's board of directors for many years. Today, our Scoular Foundation lifts up Bellevue University students each year by donating thousands of dollars in annual scholarships. We love supporting Bellevue University and the valuable students here, but we also provide scholarship funding to several other universities, and I wanted to share something unique that sets you apart. Each year, the Scoular Foundation trustees, which include me, receive thank yous in the form of video messages from each of the Bellevue University scholarship recipients. The videos inspire us to continue our support and to find ways to do more because we can see the impact of that support. Your efforts to make these videos and share deep appreciation truly distinguish Bellevue University students. We do not receive anything along these lines from the other universities we support. So thank you and great job. So let's talk about you, the reason we're celebrating here today. About 1/3 of you are first-generation college students. Your average age is almost 33 years old, and roughly 8% of you have served in our military. Thank you for serving our amazing country. You are inspiring proof that going back to school as an adult, let's go ahead and give them a hand to the military. Thank you. You are inspiring proof that going back to school as an adult or after you have served our country as a student athlete, or whatever your circumstances might be, is possible. I am proud of you for making this commitment and for earning your diploma. Today, I want to share my thoughts regarding 4 ways you can continue your journey of continuous improvement and big achievements in this ever-changing world. First, find the positives from challenging times. There are silver linings in every setback, and some great outcomes can happen as a result. It may be hard to see when the chips are down, but believe me, it is worth the effort to find the good out of challenging situations. I am grateful for the experience I have had that pushed me to find the silver lining when faced with setbacks, and there's a very notable one I'd like to share with you today. During my sophomore year in college, my mother lost her 12-year battle with breast cancer at the age of 48. Immediately, there is grief, as you can imagine, and questions: should I take a break? Can I persevere and keep going, etc.? I'm so grateful that during this time, I found a way to make a promise to myself that I would make my mother proud. In essence, I found the silver lining out of this setback. I not only stuck with my education plans, but I was inspired to push harder and to achieve more. As an example, I was proud when elected president of my senior class, and this time not from 28 students, but from 6,000 classmates. In my belief, I would not have pursued or achieved that goal without the challenge of my mother passing away. And I'm confident I would not be leading a $10 billion company today without that added inspiration in my life. I can only imagine the highs and lows you've experienced throughout your journey to graduate here today. Perhaps English is not your first language, or like our next speaker, Megan McCreary Youngblood, you enrolled in college and then returned later to finish your degree. I'm sure most of you had moments where you questioned whether you should stick with it, question if you could make it all the way to graduation, but you persevered, embracing your challenges with determination while balancing all of your other responsibilities. And while you should all be proud and enjoy this accomplishment, it is also worth pointing out that new and different challenges are waiting for you in your next chapter. However, you are prepared to not only take them on, but to excel and be wildly successful. You will succeed as you embrace your unique experiences, allowing them to propel you forward and not weigh you down. Realizing setbacks will happen, and when they do, find the silver lining. Let them inspire you and turn it into a positive in your life. Briefly, it is fitting to share one of the most famous examples of my point here. Michael Jordan, arguably the best professional basketball player of all time, was cut from his team as a freshman in high school. Fortunately, this setback inspired him to work harder. As he explains, he was determined to prove his coach wrong. It motivated him to have larger aspirations, to set higher goals, and as we know, it worked, as he clearly exceeded expectations at every level. I hope that you do the same as you pursue what's next, that you find inspiration during setbacks, enabling you to achieve your wildest dreams. Which takes me to my second point and word of advice. Continue investing in yourself. Your graduation is an example where you made the commitment to invest in yourself. You chose to make this a priority, and as a result, you are in a stronger position to achieve your dreams with more options available because you have your degree. While this is a great milestone, don't stop. Keep investing in yourself going forward. After graduating in 1988, I traded commodities for 16 years. I loved my job. It allowed me to learn, grow, and succeed. Those early years, I was living in the moment and did not think much about my future and what I wanted to achieve beyond day-to-day success. In this example, I hope you do as I say and not as I do, because that lack of investing in myself at that time created some challenges later when I stepped into a new and different career opportunity outside of commodity trading. At that time, our company had reorganized businesses with my boss taking on expanded responsibilities. He instantly needed to place leaders he knew, trusted, and had confidence in into leadership roles of the businesses he had assumed. In my case, he asked me to run the grain processing businesses, which included 28 manufacturing facilities that processed corn, oats, wheat, and into food ingredients for the food industry. While it was exciting to be asked and I was energized by the new challenge, I quickly learned that leading a grain processing business is very different than trading commodities. In short, I was not prepared, and I was set up to fail rather than succeed. While I was enjoying success trading, I was not investing in myself to be prepared to take on a much bigger and different role. Fortunately, things worked out fine, but the lessons learned are to be intentional about getting new experiences, being thoughtful to push yourself beyond your comfort zone in order to continue to grow and develop throughout your career. So where do you start? Reflect on what you are passionate about and what you enjoy doing. Think back to your time at Bellevue University and understand what energizes you, what brings out the best in you and creates positive energy. Also, what have you not enjoyed? Perhaps your all-important discussion board points, or posts, I should say. I've been told that these may not be your favorite thing to look forward to each week. So you're already on your way. Having that out of your life should really be uplifting. Also engage with your support system, your parents, your children, your spouse or partner, your friends, coworkers, perhaps a manager at work. Sharing your dreams with others can make a difference. I have found throughout my career that people genuinely want to help others. I consistently mentor other people, and I have a mentor that I meet with frequently for advice and support. I am sure each of you had the support and help from others throughout your journey here at Bellevue University, and I'm sure you have helped other classmates along their journey as well. My suggestion is to keep it going in the next chapter, getting support, advice, and encouragement, which will continue to make a difference in your life, as it certainly has in mine. On to my third tip for continuing your growth: recognize that feedback is a privilege. Seek feedback and be thoughtful about providing it. Regardless of the industry or profession you are pursuing, it is valuable and a privilege to receive feedback. Place value in learning from others and act on that feedback to push yourself towards continuous improvement. I want to share an example where I'm so grateful to have received feedback and the impact it had. My wife and I have two sons and a daughter. When the boys were young, late elementary into junior high school, their football team needed a volunteer coach, and they had asked if any parents were willing to help out. I'm not sure why I had such an arrogant attitude at the time, but I assumed volunteer coaching was for those parents who had a bunch of free time and didn't have an important job like mine. How embarrassing to reflect back on that attitude. I am deeply grateful and fortunate that Clark Toner, a friend and volunteer coach, called me out. He asked if I truly believed I was busier than the other parents and challenged me to come up with a reason why I couldn't volunteer. He knew I played football and loved the sport. He also shared his point of view that this is an opportunity, and if I did it, I would truly enjoy it, and if I didn't, I'd most likely regret it later in life. The truth is, other parents are also busy, and it really came down to choices and priorities, similar to your choice to prioritize earning your degree today. The good news, I made it a priority. I volunteered, and that time with my sons, their friends, and other coaches was invaluable. I'm grateful Clark helped me look at the situation with a different perspective, and that feedback gave me the attitude adjustment I needed at the time. Throughout my career, I've learned to embrace and value feedback, and I've experienced the benefits that come along with learning perspectives from others around you. During an executive coaching 360 review, I received feedback that I needed to invest in relationships with specific leaders in other parts of the company. It was understandable because I had not been spending time with them. It was not a priority of mine, as I had a hard time seeing the value. And the truth is, I liked it that way. However, when I heard overwhelming feedback that it was critical for me to establish these relationships, I realized it was important for me to take note and make an effort. I had to reprioritize. I'm grateful to have received the feedback. Establishing new relationships outside of my normal circle had an impact on the next promotion I received. In other words, if I didn't change and build relationships, I believe I would not have been considered for the promotion. I encourage you to push beyond your comfort zone when it comes to relationships. Learn from my mistake and be thoughtful about investing time with people who are outside of your normal circle. You'll enjoy it and you will find it valuable. My fourth and final suggestion is to engage in your community. You all know the importance of creating strong communities. Bellevue University instills in students the role of an engaged citizenry in making our country and communities a better place. Undergraduates, for example, participate in the Kirkpatrick Signature Series, where you learn about the importance of active citizenship in a rapidly changing world. In some ways, I feel inadequate to highlight this suggestion, knowing that many of you have served our country and communities and are fantastic examples of sacrificing for the good of others. And again, thank you. For me, beyond the experience of volunteer coaching 9 to 13-year-olds in football, I'm honored to serve on the board of directors for the Greater Omaha Chamber of Commerce, the United Way of the Midlands, the College World Series, the Kansas City Federal Reserve, as well as co-chairing the food bank for the Heartland Capital Campaign. In each of these examples, I learned a tremendous amount from the experience while also making a positive impact in these organizations. And each of the organizations play an important role in our community. Bottom line, the more engaged you are, the more informed you are, which enables you to make the largest impact. And when you put the effort in and you can see the impact being made, it is incredibly gratifying, which is why I encourage you to continue pursuing engagements in your communities for your benefit and for the benefit of others. So as I conclude my comments here today, I hope you are able to find the silver lining or positives from any setbacks or challenges you face in life. And when you do, that it propels you forward to higher places than you could have ever imagined. I hope you continue to invest in yourself. Earning your degree is the finest example where you made it a priority and you've accomplished this mission. Congratulations, and keep it going in the next chapter. Embrace feedback, recognize that it is a privilege to receive it, and that it will help you live a continuous improvement lifestyle that enables you to achieve greatness